Hello, everyone. This is God's word of hope to us today, and it's from Jesus. One of the readings in Advent as we get ready for Christmas. And what Jesus says to us today is, "All you that are weary and heavy laden, come to me, and I will give you rest." And what this means is kind of like in our lives, we carry these big backpacks. Maybe that's of guilt, maybe that's of worry, maybe that's of anything else, fill in the blank. And we always feel worried. We feel that our lives are difficult. And what Jesus says is, "Come to me and I will give you rest." Well, how do we do that? How do we get rest? How do we take off these backpacks that we're carrying of all of our worry, of all of our anxiety, of all of our guilt? Well, what Jesus says is to actually take his backpack on, to take on his burden. And he says that it's going to be light because he is gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. How does this work out, though? Because we understand Jesus, he makes sometimes what we think is difficult requests, like love your enemies. Now, let's really think about that. Love by sort of holding hurt in our heart towards our enemies, of disliking our enemies, for example. We might actually think that that's kind of a light burden, that's a light backpack. But again, that's putting on our own backpack rather than putting on Jesus, just to let it go and to love your enemies and to forgive. And so his requests, his backpack, his burden might seem heavy, but it really is not. Is that it's always light, it's always beautiful, it's always wonderful. And so let's take on all of Jesus's commands, even if they might seem difficult, because actually they're easy and light, and that Jesus is gentle and humble in heart, and he knows us. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone, as we get ready through this beautiful season of Advent to love the God who loved us so much to become one of us, and to become even a little baby boy in a backwater town, to struggle, to become a refugee. All the difficult things that we might deal with, he's dealt with. And if we turn to him, if we put on his backpack, his yoke, his burden, it's going to be light, it's going to be okay.